What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about Bo Jackson. Why did I bring him back? Yo, G, that dude's garbage. Yo, G, you got rid of him. You raid sold him. All of those things may be true, but that's not what this is about. But we're going to go over a few things right now for why he is a really, really good backup. Okay? Now, why did I raid sell Bo Jackson originally? He just wasn't, I don't know what it was about him, bro. It was kind of weird, the whole situation that happened. But to be honest, there's really not another running back like Bo. And if you happen to be a Raiders theme team, he should be at least a backup. So when you look at his numbers across the board, it's like, all right, cool, great. He's a power back, so he doesn't really get the best attributes, best abilities. That was concerning to a lot of you guys, and I understand that. But at the same time, you can put backfield mismatch on for 2. You won't get the hot routes, but you'll get those same catches when you have them on wheel routes and all that stuff. For those of you guys that were worried about that, like, yo, G, bro, that dude's garbage. I don't want to say he's garbage, but he doesn't unlock backfield master, and we all know that wheel routes are the devil in Madden 22. But one of the interesting things about him, right, when you put him in as a backup, he usually breaks a lot more tackles and does a lot more crazy things. He can spin, he can truck, he can do all that good stuff. But you know what else is very interesting about him? Because of what happened with the veterans earlier today, he's extremely cheap. So for a lot of you guys that rate, because I rate sold him for like about 500 and change. I rate sold him a lot earlier. And then we were looking for it today when we were rebuilding the squad, and we're like, yo, G, why is this guy so cheap, bro? Like what's this guy doing? And we started to realize when you look at the overall prices of the 94s, he's one of the cheaper ones. So you're looking at what, like 19,000 training or something like that for 133. That's like really, really good. So, you know, with the way that all of this is right now, I don't really know what you guys are getting into. I don't know, you know, as far as a team building aspect, what are you guys focusing on now and what type of players you may want. But as far as training goes, you're going to see like Bo Jackson, because of all the other cards that overalls are close, you can get him for very, very cheap right now to add him back to your squad. If you were like me and sold him for about 500 or whatever he was before, all because of these other cards. Now look, there are new veterans out, right, that also heavily affect the market. And I just want to talk to you guys about this as far as like building up your teams. You know, Nick Foles is a little bit more expensive right now because, you know, they just came out, but 139 for, I think it's like I said, 19K training is not bad. You can start to evaluate how you want to build your squad. You can start to nickel and dime a lot of what these values are and make up training so that when they start to release more items, you're ready to go. And you can do re-rolls and stuff like that. I don't like the re-rolls that they've done for Team of the Year, but they've done it similarly like that over the last couple years, now that I remember. They don't give you that chance to like use a little bit of coins to like, you know, randomly get the higher overalls. It's either all or nothing with the huge amounts. So with that being the case, I wanted to make sure I brought your attention to this because a lot of you guys that are team building right now, you're having trouble finding the cheapest training and stuff like that. I'm telling you, 134.94 is pretty good. I know a lot of you guys will give me the cost per, you know, ratio and all that kind of crap with it, but when I look at the prices of the other cards, I just feel that that's something that a lot of you guys should start to focus on as you build your team, because one of the major things that happens with these cards that are being released, EA Sports is charging a lot of training to get the cards to the final level. It's the same thing that, you know, like 12,000 before you get to that, and it becomes very annoying. Training is similar to what contracts were for all my old school MUT players, like having to have contracts. I think they still have contracts in 2K, so a lot of you guys still play 2K, you know what I'm talking about. It's just annoying. And then the exorbiting amounts that some random guy comes up with and just keeps putting it out, like it's weird. It's like, yo, why is it 12,000 for this guy and then another guy is like, you know, 8,000? Like it's weird. And I know that they don't have a lot of cards in between and they have to let you pay for something, but it becomes crazy. And then on top of that, you only get half back. So for these, they take 10%. For the abilities, they take half. So you're getting like nothing. You're getting nothing back, and that becomes very, very annoying and overwhelming. And it's like, yo, bro, gee, I can't really be downgrading these cards because it's costing too much. And then that becomes another issue for a lot of you. And it's like, what, you know, what are we doing to get free content, like to get free cards? Well, you should have already received your Team of the Year free card. If you haven't done that yet, you can go into the Team of the Year challenges and start to do those. Just keep in mind that at 100, you're going to get a Team of the Year NCAT. So with the way that this is, I don't think I've done any of these yet, but we've been talking about making sure that we get that free NCAT, because I have like 5 or 6 of the guys that are, I have like 5 or 6 guys on my team right now that are actually, Team of the Year. So I don't need the collectibles because I played all the weekly stuff, but you can accumulate a lot more. Now, if you're new to the game, unfortunately, if you don't have enough, I don't know if EA Sports is going to go out of their way to give you a free auctionable card. I highly doubt that. But again, with the way that the game is set up, I will tell you this, right? Play the challenges, get the free NCAT, all right? Why am I telling you to get the free NCAT? Because one way or another, you're going to make 200 and something K back because you've already bought a card anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, having to complete 4 passes, it's all competitive mode, so fatigue is going to be involved. Is this annoying? Yes, because a lot of us just want it to be one play and for it to be over. But the reason that I pointed out and the reason that I show you guys that I also do it is because it's lucrative. You're going to make the money back that you're spending. All right, so that is very, very important for all of you guys that are looking to do something like this, because again, when you get this NCAT, right, and you've already bought players, it's no better feeling than just getting 200K back and just swapping out the final card. So I need everybody to understand a few things. This is something that you guys need to really get involved with and start looking at, and make sure you take advantage of it, especially, right? Okay, rush for 40 yards in the first half, rush for 20 yards in 5 plays, especially with stuff like this where it's rather simplistic. You can look at it. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's all I can tell you. It's something that I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of. If you're in a situation where you're looking to get upgrades or something like that and you don't want to spend, take advantage of all what I'm showing you right now. Just don't be that guy that either wants to spend money that you don't have to spend, or you put yourself in a situation where you're forced because other people are buying packs to buy packs. There is so much here for you guys to do. All right, now, okay, hold the block. All right, don't hold the block then. Dude, is that the real cord? See, that's the thing. This is what I don't like about what EA does, right? EA Sports gives you their version of the card, and I have a 98 speed one with an ability, but they'll give me their version, and this dude is just garbage with no abilities. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? If we already have the card, like, I'm pretty sure your program knows that the card is already on the team. Why would you then do all this to us? But it doesn't matter. Get the yards, all right, and do what you need to do, and get these things done. Because I'm telling you right now, once I'm done doing this, and I'm gonna get back at least 295 because I have a Denzel Wardington, and his card is going to be high in value because he's a 99 speed on any Fiend team. So it just works. Okay, so this guy, he doesn't want to gain yards. It doesn't really matter. So I wanted to make sure that I shared that with you guys. I will be grinding these through and getting the 100 stars and getting that card, but that's just some pointers, because if you wanted to grab Bo back, I had no idea he was that cheap. You see all the prices of the training, so if you wanted to start to accumulate training and start doing things like that, there's a lot of activities out there, bro, for you guys to do with those challenges to make sure you're not spending money and still be able to build your team up and have a lot more fun with the game. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.